Donald Trump got two huge endorsements last night. One is from Joe Rogan that I'm sure everybody's heard about. But coming in the wake of that, and perhaps just as importantly, Donald Trump was endorsed by the Libertarian Party. So obviously the Joe Rogan endorsement is big. Joe Rogan has a huge audience. I think his YouTube channel has about 18 million subscribers. And generally, these people are not super political. They like more just the discussions of Joe Rogan. I have a lot of friends that I should say had in the past a lot of friends that were big Joe Rogan people. And they kind of take everything that he says very, very seriously. They like to talk about aliens. They like to talk about DMT. They like to talk about, all these other topics that he covers. And they're not super political. So when Joe says, I endorse Donald Trump, they kind of, these guys that probably don't do a whole awful lot of political research say, okay, well, that's a strong voice if they're undecided, So I think that one's a really big deal. Joe talked to Elon Musk and decided that he was going to come out and do this endorsement. He did it on X. So this is, a big boost when men are not turning out as much, just based, the demographic breakdown. I don't like to do that, but that's like the reality of it is like 53-46 or something like that. 53-47 women over men in the vote. So it's kind of a big deal, especially seeing as men lean Trump by about 18 points and women lean Harris by about 16. It was the last report I saw. So this is actually a really big deal. Now, the next endorsement, the Libertarian Party, this is big too. Now, I already knew the Libertarian Party was pretty disillusioned with Chase Oliver. For the life of me, I can't figure out why they didn't get, who's that guy? Was it Dave Smith? Is that who the guy was? If I remember right, that was who it was. Chase Oliver has a fairly non-libertarian stance on guns. He's actually fairly pro-gun control by libertarian standards. And I think the last straw for the Libertarian Party was Chase Oliver being in favor of transing the kids, allowing parents to take their children to get gender-affirming care. That's not something most libertarians are going to be okay with, even though you may say it's like the most libertarian of positions. I disagree that it is, because these are children who aren't capable of making that determination for themselves, but that's beside the point. It's amusing to me that the Libertarian Party endorsed Trump over their own candidate. I'm sure Chase Oliver is seething, but he never had a chance anyway, and the party itself did not much care for him. There was two other people. It was a guy and a girl, I think. I'm remembering this from over the summer or the spring, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. But there was a couple of them that seemed to be more favored, but dropped out and endorsed Trump. I think, did they endorse? Yeah, I think they endorsed Trump, but they dropped out at any rate to allow the vote to go to Trump, I think. Because I think Dave Smith was the other guy. But he would have polled probably 4 or 5%, like Gary Johnson used to. Maybe a little less than that, 2 or 3, but it still would have been a significant margin, and it would have pulled from Trump. So this is a big deal as well. So yeah, these endorsements do matter, even though 70+ million votes have been cast. Go vote today, guys. Go vote and vote Trump. That's about all.